My name is BG183, and I represent Task Crew since the early 80s. So I got like 45 years in the game, and what I do is I do memorial work faces, I do letters, I do background, I do it all. You know what I'm saying? Just to represent what I believe in is the art of graffiti, and that's what I've been doing. And again, there's no school for this. If you look, you know, people ask me how I do this, there's no school. I just grab a can and I just say I could do a face. And I started doing it back in the early 90s. And I did so many memorial walls. You know, I definitely wanted to be part of this. I wanted also to paint for Louie because I feel like the graffiti community should represent like the motorcycle community. When somebody passed away, they all come from the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens to support a motorcycle driver. And I think today was like an opener that we had so many graffiti artists from different crews that came to show love. You know what I'm saying? You know, it should continue. I think if I'm here still painting, I want to make that happen. Look, like he's taking a tag and nobody's looking out. You're supposed to be looking the other direction, but they're looking at him, so you're gonna get caught.
Somebody catching a tag?
Yeah.
Graffiti legends don't die, nah, they elevate to the heavens and bomb the sky. And I wonder why you take home the good and leave them toy motherfuckers to roam the hood. I said, graffiti legends don't die, nah, they elevate to the heavens and bomb the sky. And I wonder why you take home the good and leave them toy motherfuckers to roam the hood. Hey yo, I saw you and Rule right in this sound view. I drove off, came back and circled around you with no outline. I still knew what you
there's a lot of feelings happening around this wall, you know what I mean? Like, especially with the old crew, guys that came up with Louie. And in my mind, I was still looking at the wall for a minute at work while I was like on some downtime. Like, damn, what can we do to this wall and incorporate all his guys from back in the days? Because, you know, family goes through stuff, but the wall wouldn't be a wall unless the original members of Hard Rock come and put their little spice to it, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if they come and sit here on the fucking chair. You know what I'm talking about? As long as they come here while we doing this, so that Louie energy, that Hard Rock energy from back in the days could be present. Facts. There you go.
Give it to you whenever you got it. To the drama shit, he was standing right by you.
Right by you.
It's not even my problem, but who my nigga, I was right next to him.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was all around standing up dude. Yo, Blaine, this shit ain't coming from a nigga that met up through Graff. Like, I know his whole family, his moms. I grew up in the household in the projects with him. Like, I know the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up with him.
That's your bro. Yeah, facts. I love that.
I didn't meet him through Graff. It just came extra.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be chilling. He'd be like, yo, you want to roll? Yeah, I roll. I'm in the whip. Them niggas hop out, bomb. And I'm like, what? That shit?
That's what we doing, man.
Cool.
Right, that's what we doing, man. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hard rocks all day. Hard rocks all day. 1986, right there, Carvel. Louie 167, Law, Evade, King, Chad, A1, and a whole bunch of other of us. We was all running around here, hard rock. And me, Phame. So we took over the neighborhood. Louie 167 was like he was like kind of like a cat, but a Puerto Rican cat, taking all the young cats in, you know?
I said, you know what? Let's just blast his name across the whole fucking wall. We already got angels up in the wall, let's keep them angels. So I said, you know what, let's do some big block letters. Louie had like a dope throw up that everybody knew, you know what I'm saying? You see it, that's a Louie throw up. Who's gonna fill the block letters in with throw ups. The O, I said, you know what? Let's have the O be his face. Let's have him immortalized on his wall. You know what I'm saying? Let's give me saying "Paralo pelo," you heard? So I'm like in the background, we do like a heavenly scene. We'll have the Louie sitting on clouds. So my mind just kept going as I'm thinking about all these ideas. I said, yo, call Ovi, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Ovi, I gave Ovi the idea. I call Chicky, I call BG, I'm like, yo, what you think about this? He's like, yo, fire, let's get it done. And that's how it all came together. You know what I mean?
So what y'all doing now?
But right now, we're just taping the wall on, trying to get the aesthetics of the letters right, because black letters is not easy to do. And you know, the more the aesthetics are on point, the vision that I have is gonna come together better like that, you know what I mean? I'm a perfectionist, you know what I'm saying? Like most artists are, you know what I mean? Perfectionist. And if I see something that I don't like, that shit's gonna sit in my head all day long, you feel me? So I gotta make sure that when we get it done, I wanna get it done right the first time so we don't got so much work to do afterwards. This is the hard part. When the rest of the team come next week, I want us all to just have fun. The hard part out the way, and we ready to rock and roll, you know what I mean?
You know, I have a lot of love for it. But, you know, I just let him do his thing because he's big Obi. And I'm just little L Souls, you know. I'm just a cog in the culture.
Obi, how does it feel for you to be touching up Louie's feet?
Great, man. He always, when we used to rock and tour, certain little details, designs, he would let me feel comfortable enough for me to work on it and get in on it. And he never had no shame in that. He was always good like that. So, you know what I mean? I know he would have wanted this if he was alive and his shit was all fucked up. He would have definitely wanted me to help him hook it up. For sure. That's why I made him like we need to work on this now that we're here, get it over with. I met Lou back in 95, 96. I met Lou, he met up with Cope, you know, and I was at the time representing Cope and down with Cope. And I think Cope had to give him a certain color, and we met right on Jerome between 183rd and Fordham. And he was actually talking about doing a rooftop that night. And it was funny because I asked him, yo, how do you get up on that roof? And then he showed me it was the phone, the plastic over the phone. He gets up on it, and then there was a little like grip on the brick, and you climb right up and you was up on that roof. And I remember he did a silver filling with a turquoise outline. So that's when I first met him, that night. It's funny because I took the train the next day and he actually did it. He banked on his word. So that was the first time I met him.
You was already piecing, or you was doing throw-ups outside?
Me, I was just doing throw-ups. I wasn't into piecing. Yeah, I thought at the time, you know, that was for like 20 niggas, you know, y'all piecing, doing permission shit. You know, I didn't understand the ethic of it until later on. Okay. That wasn't my thing. I was a barber. When I grew up in Kingsbridge, 196 and Morris, everybody was a bomber. The only thing at that time that people had going was straight letters. Tags, throats, and straight letters. After straight letters, that was it. That was the norm. Pretty much.
Yo, today we at the Botanica. It's a wall that Louie 167 been rocking, you know, you could say forever. You know, like, I got invited here 3 years ago by Louie. Louie said, come and paint. I came through. And, you know, next thing you know, I hear in the news that Louie 167 passed away. So there was a few cats that wanted to do like something with this wall, you know, like Ovi, Blaine, King B. You know, we all gathered up and said, look, you come out with like an idea for this one wall. And I think Serve was gonna do the face, but he's not really feeling that good. And so they asked me, and I say, definitely I would like to paint. And so I'm here today, you know, for the last 2 days, just painting Louie, and you know, I'm almost done. The only thing I have to do is the hat, and put the Yankee logo on the hat, blend up the hoodies, and I think everybody came through to show love. I think that was the most important thing. Like, the mom and pop came. No, actually the mom and the son and the whole family came through, and they said that I really did a good job on the face. You know, I was not gonna leave until the family approved that it was done well. So I'm happy and I'm glad that I'm here today to represent, and we're still here trying to get busy, and hopefully by tonight we got this whole thing done. He was also saying, yo, I work right across the street on Carvel. So we used to come here to Carvel, check him out. But after Carvel, I know he became an animal and started destroying the city. And I have to give him mad love for that, because he destroyed. You know, he got his name out there, and you know, his name should be like top 100 bombers in the New York City area.
We got the infamous Gwen, COD, founder of Boone Avenue.
I just wanted to come and say hi.
It's all good, man. So, August 23rd, the weekend of the 23rd, Boone Avenue, it's gonna be the 11th anniversary. Come through. This is my brother here too, and you know we are live. We're gonna keep doing it. We're pretty much we got hands-on with our brother Louie, rest in peace. So we out here pretty much hands-on. Everybody's here that was expected to come. BG did a phenomenal job, or still doing a phenomenal job with his portrait. We got King B doing the scenery curves, doing the bubbles. You know, just everyone is here. Blame, he took a little break, but he helped out a lot getting the structured letters of Louie block letters. You know, shout out to Blame, man, because he's the real reason why we made this happen. He came up with the idea, and I ran on it, and I did what I could to get everyone here where we at now with this line. So again, we representing our brother here, because he needed or is getting represented the right way because of the magnitude of a person and human, humble being and genuine brother that he was. So it was my duty and my strength and honor that I had for Lou for me to get this done, and that's why we're here and we're rocking, and I'm very happy with the outcome of what's going on here. Truly happy.
Last week, we did the Hall of Fame. We rocked for Louie 167's memory and Flite. Who I never knew Flite, but Cope asked me to do his face, so I busted it out. Everybody seemed to like it, but it was a nice tribute. We gotta keep everybody's memory alive. I hope people are doing my face when I pass away. But yeah, Louie 167 was the man. I was hanging out in Carvel when I was 16. I'm 50 now. So God bless Louie.
You knew Louie when you were 16?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 50. I was in Carvel when I was 16 with Nev.
Okay.
Webster Ave. Hard Rocks headquarters.
In front of the infamous Carvels. If you know, you know.
That place is legendary. It was kind of like a Bronx writer's bench. But yeah, the Hall of Fame, that was my first time there. It was dope. Never got a chance to paint there. But I'm glad everything happens for a reason, because I'm glad that was the first time I've been, because I feel like it was historical event. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, Boone Ave, 11th anniversary. Last year was dope too. Matter of fact, last year, we were behind the supermarket and there was a freight layup behind us, and we had something there. I was like, what are the odds of that? There was a freight there that we had caught in Queens. Remember that?
Yeah, that was good. We pulled up.
That was ill. That was
You know, the tribute that we're rocking here for our brother Louie 167 is not gonna stop because we still on the grind. So what I'm trying to say is that this right here is not gonna stop because come August, the weekend of the 23rd for Boone Avenue, we also gonna rock another tribute for Louie, and my man Kron is gonna do his portrait. So not only does Louie have his tribute here, but we're also gonna grind out for him come Boone Avenue event, August 23rd. We're also gonna rock another tribute for him there because we're gonna keep his legacy going throughout the whole year. So that's another thing I wanted to bring up. So those of y'all that are coming to Boone Avenue, look out. We're gonna rock our brother even hard over there too. God bless. Peace.
Graffiti legends don't die, nah, they elevate to the heavens and bomb the sky. And I wonder why you take home the good and leave them toy motherfuckers to roam the hood. I said, graffiti legends don't die, nah, they elevate to the heavens and bomb the sky. And I wonder why you take home the good and leave them toy motherfuckers to roam the hood. Hey yo, I saw you and Rule writing in Soundview. I drove off, came back and circled around you with no outline. I still knew what you was writing. You was bugging on how I was so enlightened. Was chopping it up about graff and hip hop while Lil G rolled him a tree from a Ziploc. I'm glad I ain't drive off to get more beers, cause we gained the brotherhood for 34 years. Did my first logo, Rhythm Blunt Crew. Def Jam made us shorten it to CRU. All because of the word blunt, the label got shook. Just like we pay attention mighty hard on the hook. But anyway, you was solid and stood tall, and talking on the jack was always a good call. Remember the bombing missions with Phame and RUEL. After hitting Grand Concourse and playing some pool, Phame had the big green car with no brakes. We would walk instead and always started so late. And when Tay came, we bombed till sunlight. One time we bombed and walked into a gunfight. For up high spots, we climbed gates, stood on crates, all city, but you was good all state, no debate. Rest Louie 167, feelings is on clouds, you's a legend in heaven. Graffiti legends don't die, nah, they elevate to the heavens and bomb the sky. And I wonder why you take home the good and leave them toy motherfuckers to roam the hood. I said, graffiti legends don't die, nah, they elevate to the heavens and bomb the sky. And I wonder why you take home the good and leave them toy motherfuckers to roam the hood.
You know where to start? Every crew. Everything.
Hey, what you read it? Easy. By far, but Easy is number one tree bomb ever. But don't you think that Easy mimicked Lace's style when he first started?
Yes.
Look at the Easy game, yes.
Yes.
No, but under you know, good influence. No, they weren't out before. Late Byron Lace, Byron Lace was killing way before, way before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when you say Easy was a king, I'm like Lace.
Lace was the first king.
You remember Lace? Who?
Of course.
Crane?
Yeah, Crane. I met Crane.
Oh, Crane, yeah, Crane.
Crane was AB's cousin.
For years. It got to the point where I even this case too, and I didn't even realize it was him. It got to a point where I was running around with a strap on me, drunk, driving with my son, hopping out, doing fillings over there. We're gonna set his building on fire. Because we knew he was living in a fucking abandoned building. We was gonna set that shit on fire and stand outside and wait for him to come out. You know, so know, and then certain people try to get in and squash it, and I was like, nah, it was too far gone. You know?
Rudy rule.
He got pulled quick. You know? But like I said, hey man, you know, to each his own. Not everybody's a great interview. Not everybody wants to tell their story. You know? It all depends on, you know, the person on the other side.